Hello YouTube, this is Sean Ryu and I'm back with another gear review video. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Virga 2 by Granite gear. Before I get started, let me go ahead and just kind of read over the spec sheet for it and just kind of give you some information on it. Pack features: fixed padded belt, 10mm webbing straps, tool loops, hydration ports, internal hydration hanger, large stretch side pockets, stretch mesh front pocket, roll-top closure, extended overflow, padded roll stay, frameless suspension, Cordura high tenacity, nylon 100D and 210D. The max load capacity on this pack is 20 pounds. It is a frameless pack. This is actually size regular, which is torso length 18 to 21 inches or 46 to 53 centimeters. It's a 54-liter pack, and the total weight is 1 pound 3 ounces or 19 ounces. It's got 3,300 cubic inches. Like I said, it's a 54-liter pack. Let me just kind of go over some of the features of this pack. First off, it does have center compression straps. Right here they have buckles on it. It does have a front stretch mesh pocket, good for storing like rain gear, tents, and stuff like that. Side of the pack has side compression straps, one right here and one right here, and it has a buckle on each of them. With these sides, or the bottom side compression straps, you can actually feed them through here. So if you want to get a tighter fit, and if you got something hanging out of here, you can put them on the side. These pockets are actually really big, and I'm going to give you a comparison. What I'm going to do is, this is a 33.8 ounce smart water bottle. Just kind of give you an idea. It's actually really tall, but when you stick this in here, you got enough room to probably put 2 or 3 of those in there. And with it being that size, like I said, 33.8 ounce, you've got plenty of room. So if you're trying to stick a tent or anything like there, and you want to use the side compression straps to hold it, you got plenty of room. In addition to that, it's got ice axe loops. And it's a rolltop closure. I'll show you in a second how that works. I'm not a big fan of this one as compared to like a Crown VC60, which is a little bit different, but I'll explain that in a second. It's got a hang. It also does have load lifters, which is one of the things I do love about this pack compared to some of the other ultralight packs that I own. Also has a centered chest belt buckle, and your adjustment point is right here. I've noticed that it does not move, which I'm very happy with. I've had some packs where this will slide up and down. And this is a hip belt pocket, or I'm sorry, hip belt buckle. And when you look at the hip belts, I don't know if you can pick it up, but they're not really that thick, but I think they're more than enough as far as for comfort for this size pack and for the loads that you would be carrying in this. For me personally, I don't carry more than probably a base weight of 6 to 8 pounds normally for 3 season, and 10-pound max for 4 season. So between gear, food, and water, I've got a 20-pound pack, or a 20-pound load capacity is more than enough for me for a week worth of food as well as gear. And just a couple of things I'll show you. I did add a Z-Packs shoulder pocket. It's Cuban fiber, nothing fancy. One of the things I had to do was with that specific shoulder pocket, it's elasticized, but there's no way to detach the shoulder strap. So what I had to do was I had to actually cut these off and then sew them back on to attach it to here, so that it would stay on, but they work. The other thing is that I also added hip belt pockets, because this pack does not come with hip belt pockets. I had actually contacted Joe from Z-Packs to try and see if I could get his made, or get them custom made to fit this pack a little bit better, because I've got a long distance backpacking trip coming up. I was trying to see if he could get them to me in time, and he wasn't able to. So what I did was I ended up going with these Cuban fiber pockets. I got them from Zimmerbuilt. And just kind of give you an idea, if I remember, these are somewhere around 7.75 ounces on my scales. They are under an ounce. I think he had them listed on his website as an ounce, but they actually came in under an ounce. It's got YKK zippers. They are waterproof. And I'll just kind of show you how these things attach. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but there's like a little clip right here. And the way that I hooked it up was I just hooked it up to the shoulder strap right here, and it keeps it from moving. This is just going to give it a little more stability with the shock or the elastic. And then there's another one of these here. So the pockets don't move. They're not going to roll on you like some of them. And to me, this just was a great option to keep it an ultra lightweight pack, but also to give me the big hip belt pockets that I was looking for without doing it with a lot of weight. And then I'm just going to kind of show you how this pack opens up. And it's got this center strap right here, which you can, I can't do it with one hand, but you could actually pull this out, and if you wanted to attach like a bear canister or sleeping pad or something going across the top, you have the flexibility of being able to do that. It does have a buckle as well. You undo that, then this is your roll top. You just let those go. And that's how you open the pack. Now, one of the other complaints besides the lack of hip belt pockets that I have with this pack is I think that this roll top is way too big for this kind of pack. I think they could have probably cut some weight by just cutting this thing probably half as long. I don't think it's necessary because if you're carrying a 20-pound load, I mean, your volume should be pretty low. I don't see a reason why you're going to be carrying something that's, if you look at it, it's almost like the equivalent to a 60-liter pack when you have this thing unrolled. And I'll just kind of show you what the inside looks like. And I've got a Gossamer, you probably can't see it, but I got a Gossamer Gear Nightlight torso pad in there. I just did it so it could have a little structure for, you know, summer and spring. This is the kind of pad that I would easily carry around. And that's my pad that I would use, so it serves multi-purpose, not only to structure the pad or the pack, but also as a sleeping pad. It does also have your hydration holder right here for your platypus or your camelback bags or whatever it is that you choose to use. And then here's where your hydration ports are. You've got access on both ends, one right here and then one right here. So the other thing I'm going to do is I've got a Granite Gear Crown VC60, so I'm just going to kind of put it up next to it, just kind of give you an idea of how these two packs compare. So this is a Granite Gear Crown VC60, and as you can tell, I mean, they're almost, when you compare size, obviously this is one's unrolled, so therefore it's going to look, you know, taller. But when you compare them, in a lot of ways they look the same. There's a difference in terms of the compression straps. This uses webbing, while this uses a cord. The reason why Granite Gear said they use a cord was for easier gear repairs if you're out in the field. The one thing I do like about this pack, even more than the VC60, is if you look, the mesh pockets, this one is higher up than this one. So it makes it so you can definitely carry a lot more. Not to mention, if you look at the center pocket right here, the center pocket is actually a lot higher up than this one, which gives you the ability to carry a lot more externally if you want to, and make it easier to get to your gear. You know, if you look, they both have ice axe loops. The biggest difference you're going to notice is in the suspension between the two packs. The compression, I'm sorry, not compression straps, but the load lifters on this pack are a lot thicker because you're going to be carrying a heavier load. This pack, if I remember correctly, can carry up to 35 pounds. Like I said, this one is going to give you up to 20 pounds. You're also going to have beefier or thicker shoulder harnesses. It does also have the goo pockets here, as opposed to this not having any. This has a thicker belt. And then it also has daisy chains on it, while this one has nothing on it. It's just plain. You can't see it. Well, you can't really see it with the pockets on, but there's no daisy chain on this one. This also has air core suspension. This one has no padding. One of the things I do love about this pack is the air core suspension is awesome. I used to use this pack all the time, but because of the weight on it, I've cut down to much lighter packs. But you know, if I was going somewhere where I needed to carry a 35-pound load, this would definitely be a go-to pack for me. I haven't found a need to do it, but you know, it is one of those things where I would definitely do it. Other than that, I think I've pretty much said everything I can about both of these packs. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment below. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is Shun Ryu.